All right, welcome back, BPD family. It is me, Big Papa D. I almost forgot who I was. Early onset is jumping in. You know what? I search around every day for new songs to do. I mean, I get plenty of requests, plenty of stuff from my friends over on Patreon. But every now and then on YouTube, something keeps following me. Keeps popping up and chasing me around. And today is one of those songs. And I looked at the title of this song and kind of was weary of doing it because it's going to be sad. I can already tell from the title that it's about loss. I let you know what that is, though.
Big Papa D, listens to tracks for you and me. Is he hyped? Does it slap? Watch him react to this brand new track. Look out! Here comes Big Papa D.
Okay. The artist today's name is Dean Lewis. I've never heard of this artist. And the name of the song is How Do I Say Goodbye? From the title, I'm thinking this is probably the same kind of subject matter. So I just want to let you know now, if you've forgotten, I'm a crier. And I have no tissues anywhere near me, which is I'm a little afraid, a little scared of. But allow me to prepare myself. Okay, without any further ado, Dean Lewis, How Do I Say Goodbye? Here we go. My dad was diagnosed with aggressive form of cancer. I wrote a song for him. So it's very similar to Monsters.
Early morning, there's a message on my phone. It's my mother saying, darling, please come home. I fear the worst. How could you leave us all behind? There's so much to say, but there's so little time. So how do I say goodbye? Someone who's been with me for my whole damn life. You gave me my name and the color of your eyes. See your face when I look at mine. So how do I say goodbye when I couldn't?
Okay. For those of you that haven't seen my Monsters reaction, suggest you check it out. This tells you the backstory of this. I'll give you the Cliff Notes version. I want to say about 20 years ago, I was living in Nashville, Tennessee with my kids, single father. I was partly pursuing my dream and just partly living my life in a great city. I love Nashville. I got a phone call that my dad just had a massive stroke. Without packing anything other than just like a night bag, I immediately packed up my kids and got up here as fast as possible. I drove up here as fast as possible. Immediately went to my dad. He was in bad shape. But my dad was still working at the time. He had a job where he had like his own business. And I immediately just took over and stepped in for him. Kept that afloat. Got things in order at home. Visited him as much as humanly possible. And I thought, this is the end. This is it. This is what my life's about now. I got it. My mom was still here. And I just gave up everything. I didn't pack. Like I said, I didn't pack. I sent my brother back to Nashville. I was just done. I was here for good. I was here. And all he had was a SUV. I had a whole house full of stuff. And he packed what he could in that SUV. And then everything else, that my stuff, my kids' stuff, other than like their essentials, furniture, TV, they got left in Nashville because I was renting a place at the time. And basically, luckily my dad recovered over time, but it was a long road, and I was here every moment of it. And then I moved local, close to him, and then over time, things got worse. My mom had to go into a nursing home. My father wasn't able to keep up with the bills and just the everyday, things with his house. So I moved in with him. And to this day, my dad's 89. When I say I take care of my dad, that's a misnomer. My dad is very mobile. He's able to dress himself and for the most part feed himself. But as far as, paying bills or anything, I'm here for him every day. And I basically have dedicated my life, to being here with him as long as I need to be. And hopefully that's a long time. But Monsters broke me down. And I really, really get the sentiment of this song. I'm sorry I said short and it lasted forever, but I'm just letting you know where I am. I'm going to back it up a good bit. Okay.
Could you leave us all behind? There's so much to say, but there's so little time. So how do I say goodbye? Someone who's been with me for my whole damn life. You gave me my name and the color of your eyes. See your face when I look at mine. So how do I say goodbye? When I couldn't, you always saw the best in me. Right or wrong, you were always on my side. But I'm scared of what life without you's like. And I saw the way she looked into your eyes. And I promise if you go, I will make sure she's alright. So how do I say goodbye? Someone who's been with me for my whole damn life. You gave me my name and the color of your eyes. See your face when I look at mine. So how do I say goodbye?
Just give me a second. The ironic thing is I'm on both sides of this. With my father, I'm on the son side of this, but I'm also on the father side of this. I'm 52, not in the greatest health in the world. I mean, I don't have any major health problems, but I'm overweight, bad joints. I really want to get back in shape for my children's sake, because me and my dad is always kind of adversarial, our relationship. I mean, I'm with him now, but as far as all those things what his dad did for him, my dad was always there for me. My dad never agreed with anything I did. It was not on my side, but he was there, and that's the difference. I mean, he was there for me. Whether he thought I was wrong or not, he was always there for me, and he provided, did a hell of a job. But for my kids, once again, I raised my kids on my own from the time they were, I think, 3 and 4 or 4 and 5. And we are so close. And we depend upon each other. They are starting their families and they're on their own, but we have very close ties and connections, and we rely upon each other a lot. And I know that if I go, give me a second, it's going to be devastating for them. So I owe it to them to do whatever I can to be around as long as possible. So, I'm going to try to do that. Yeah, I'm definitely going to try to do that. I'm sorry. Let me come back here.
I see your face when I look at mine. So how do I say goodbye? And there's no way you could ever let me down. Gonna steal some time and start again. You'll always be my closest friend. And someday we're gonna make it out. Just hold the light. Just hold the light high, high. So how do I say goodbye to someone who's been with me for my whole damn life? You gave me my name and the color of your eyes. I see your face when I look at mine. So how do I say goodbye? So how do I say goodbye?
Wow. Me and my kids have a similar relationship. I was flipping everything off. We have a similar relationship because I'm a 52-year-old child. That's one thing, and with Monsters, it brought up the same thing. We go through our entire lives holding on to BS, holding on to, slights real and imagined, and we make bigger things out of stuff, and we just throw away years and years and years and years that we can never get back. And like I said, I'm on either side of this. I'm facing this with my father, but it's probably sooner or later I'm going to say goodbye. And I'm also on the side of it with my kids where, doing everything I can to still be here then, but not to put them through that. Not to put them through that. I mean, it's going to happen eventually, but not put them through that till, as long as possible. We owe that to our fathers and our sons. We owe that. I owe it to my dad. When I say I uprooted my life, give me a second. For him, I owed him that debt. I owed him that. And I don't feel great. I don't feel, oh, you're an amazing son. No, I'm a man who is repaying a debt. And I know my kids will be here for me, but like I said, I just don't want to put them through that as long as humanly possible. Sorry, guys. I knew this was going to break me up. It's just who I am. And this is something we all go through. I mean, everyone's gone through this since the beginning of time. But, it's just part of the human condition that it ain't easy. I mean, we haven't mastered, the 300,000 years we've been here, we have not mastered relationships and, things like this. I'm happy I did the song. I saw from his other song, he has a lot of views, so I'll probably be checking out more. If you guys like Mr. Lewis, let me know. If you're not a subscriber, please hit the subscribe button. Check out my avenues, my Patreon. Super thanks if you want to help the channel out. That was a rough one. I knew it would be. You will see me again. Peace and love.